evening, Sunday time in New York times, and good morning, good Monday morning to everyone here in Asia. I hope you have had a wonderful weekend and get ready for the next week. So at the Energy World, we are here. We are still brewing and growing our classes. Last night, actually, we had our reunion, class 1 and 2 reunion, and it was very interesting and very helpful to many people. So if you missed the reunion, the first one last night, please check our Telegram for the future updates on future reunions, and please join us because it's great to practice energy with friends and the community. And please remember that on October 29th, we are going to have our class 2. And the registration form will be shortly ready, and we will put it up in all channels. So for those who have completed class 1, please remember to register for class 2, and hope you're going to have a wonderful journey with energy onwards. So, and for today's live stream, I'm very happy that we are going to meet a lovely lady from a familiar city, that is Vung Tau city, because we have had a few guests from this city already. She used to be a teacher in Ho Chi Minh City, but now she moved to Vung Tau for her retirement and for her community life. Her name is Lê Kim Lang, or we call her Miss Lang. Welcome, Miss Lang, to the show. Hello, Miss Lang. Well, Miss Lang is a teacher, so therefore there will be no need for translation today. So we're going to conduct the conversation in English. So hello, Miss Lang. Could you please say hello to the world and share about yourself?
Okay, hello Hakao, and hello everybody. My name is Kim Lang. I'm from Vung Tau, Vietnam. So thank you very much for having me to this live stream today.
Well, it's a great pleasure to have you with us today, Ms. Lang. So could you please tell the audience about your experience? How did you come to know energy?
So how do I came to know? It's very interesting for me, you know. I got recommendation from my friend, but to tell the truth, so at first I wasn't very interested because, you know, I've been doing yoga and meditation for over 20 years, and now I'm doing some breathing technique. So I'm afraid if I do a lot and everything will mix up. So at first I refused to join, but I recommend it to my brothers and my sisters in Ho Chi Minh.
Great.
And to my surprise, you know, on that night, my sister-in-law called me and she said, "Oh, sister, thank you very much for telling me that course. It's a very interesting and very helpful." So I said, "Oh, really?" I feel a kind of regret, you know, because I think I missed the chance because my sister-in-law told me about the course, about the session that Mr. Chu Phúc activate the brain cell or something. So I thought that I missed the chance, but luckily for the next day, I watched the live stream and I heard that, before the session 1, Chu Phúc will activate again because for the session 1, a lot of people has a lot of problem with Wi-Fi connection. So I said, "Oh, I was lucky." So I, on that day I joined, and after the activation from Chu Phúc and what he talked about the 5 forms of love, that really touched my heart. You know, I just feel the vibration from my heart. So my eyes nearly burst in tears because, and then I joined. So until the end, and then I finished that one, and I come to class 2, and then I finished class 3 at the end of August. So
wow, that's great. So you finished all of the classes 1, 2, 3 in 1 month. I would guess, in a few weeks. So.
Yeah. So that also, something confused me because the time is very too short for me to practice. So because at first I didn't feel warm. It's like everybody said that we need to feel warm at on the spine and the body. But when I received the transmission from Chu Phúc, I feel the energy work in my body. Even I don't feel warm. And when I do cell healing, so just my body gets something, not the spine, but my belly, my chest squeeze strongly. And after that, I feel very good with digestion.
Oh, so, that's great.
Yeah, I realized that, energy is a great doctor. Because, every year I went to have a health check. And the doctor couldn't find any problems. But I feel that I have problems because for aging process, everybody, the inner organ get weaker. But I just feel weaker than when I was young. But I don't know what's the problem.
Yes.
But the energy came to my body and they find out the problem. I think so.
That's great because because actually many times our disease will not really show up on the doctor's screen until it has kind of progressed to later stage. And so it's good that you practice it early, and so you can address those problems at the early stage. And so that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yes.
And that's why I strongly believe the energy will, whatever happens, the energy come to your body and it can heal something. We don't know. We don't know what our problem, sometimes
it heals the whole body.
Yes. Sometimes we have problem, but we don't know what's problem.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah.
That's great. And you mentioned as well that when you first practiced, you didn't feel the warmth on the spine.
Yeah.
Because yesterday in our reunion, I think we remember that we discussed this as well for those who are listening in, and you are thinking of registering, enrolling to our classes, or you have taken our classes and you haven't felt anything. Don't worry, because for everyone, the impact is different for everyone. Many people feel the warmth. Some people actually feel like yesterday, one guy said that he was feeling the cooling sensation. It's almost like in the winter, it's the brew, that kind of feeling. And then for some that they just know that the body is moving because the energy is moving the body. So for different people, it's working out differently. And I remember my first instructor, the online energy class 1 and 2, he's Vietnamese, and he shared that he didn't feel anything for the first 10 months. 10 months. But when he transmit the energy to others, they can feel it. So therefore he keep on practicing, and then finally after 10th month he can feel the warmth on the back. So that's great that you bring that up, because I think that many people are watching who might have questions and concerns about this. Great, Miss Lang. And then what else has energy done for you?
So first, we didn't realize that because when we practice, we just focus that the warmness. But something the energy do for us, we don't pay attention. That I realized that my eyesight get better. When I work before, after 10 or 15 minutes, I feel tired and I had to wear glasses. Now, I don't wear glasses anymore.
That's wonderful.
And I get better sleep. And before, when I woke up, I feel heavy here at the shoulder, and my body get heavy and difficult to get up. But now, when I, during practice, I feel my shoulder get pain. But, in the morning, I feel lighter. I don't feel heavy anymore. I can get up easily, and I feel more alert. That's amazing, because I realize that sometimes our body gets stuck somewhere, but we don't know. It doesn't manifest. But when the energy enter your body, it adjusts something that you feel pain, but the comfortable pain,
Yes.
So and
The healing pain.
The healing pain, yes.
Yes.
Yeah. And then the other side, we feel much better. Especially, I feel really alert in the morning. Yeah. And before, I also feel, a kind of cold in my arms. And when I practice, also, I feel just like a goosebump, a goosebump. Yes. But now it's gone. So, okay. Yeah, it works. Yeah, it works for myself.
Wonderful. So you sleep better, your eyesight are better, you get more alert and lighter in the morning, so more energy during the day.
Yes. Yeah.
So how did the people around you, your husband, your family, your friends, have they noticed anything different in you?
Yeah. So yeah, of course, but my husband, he gets calmer. Every time I think when he gets something, because before he's very a kind of hot temper, but now calmer, and we remind each other. It's the benefit when we learn together. Whenever
that's wonderful.
Yeah, because for the first class I joined, and I call my daughter in America, I call my friends, I call my relatives, all. And every day we discuss. And my husband, and when I see that, he nearly get angry. I said, oh, +1, -1. And he realized that. Yeah. And also my brothers and my sisters, some they finish class 3, and some they finish class 2. All of them finish class 2. And my brothers also, he said his eyesight also get much better, and some pain in his body also gone.
Yes. So, Ms. Lang, it's wonderful to hear your sharing about your shared experience with your husband, because in energy, and so far in our live stream, actually, we focus a lot on health. How energy has helped people improve their health condition. And that is very obvious for the audience. But I think that an aspect of energy that we haven't touched on enough, that is how energy has helped families to become happier and more joyful. And the relationship between husband and wife, I'm sure for many couples, have improved tremendously. So and especially if you can take class together, or maybe one can take before and then the other can join later. But as long as you are in the practice together, and you can be the kind of like the mirror and the counterbalance for each other, you be the reminder to each other, and that's wonderful. We call it the family. It's like always happy and full with love and full with compassion, and that's awesome. That's great to hear.
We still have time, huh? So
yes.
Also one interesting thing from my friends from Mekong Delta, when they call him. So I thought that I just called him because I just want to help him to to let go some worries. I knew him very well. And the next day when he joined, he called me. He said, oh, amazing. For a long time, he knew that the anger, it's not good for his health. He tried to get rid of this, but many ways, but he couldn't. And just one section, the first section, he joined the class, and he realized that two folk talk about the chicken and the eggs. He just like a kind of enlightened. He realized something, and the next day when he got up, he feel very light, and he feel his mind just a kind of empty. It's emptiness, and he feel very comfortable. He told me that he was very happy about that. And then he joined, and then he finished class 3 too. And after that, he like mirror. His wife also joined. Now his
Okay,
wife, yeah, and he said that he, he still haven't felt the warmth, anything. But the most important thing that he and his wife don't quarrel anymore.
Don't quarrel anymore.
Yeah, don't
That
quarrel.
is so great. Well, maybe next time I should bring like couples to the live stream as opposed to just one single partner.
Yeah.
But I think that is so encouraging for those audience who are listening out there, because I think relationship is that is not what I think. This is what scientists have found. That relationship is what's actually one of the most important aspects in people's happiness. So if we have a tool here to help us improve our relationship, how to relate with each other in a more harmonious and loving way, that is all very good around. So Ms. Lang, it's wonderful to hear about your experience with energy and how it has changed your life and your friend's life. But I have a question which is more about the techniques of practicing energy now, because just like many people yesterday in the reunion have shared that it's difficult for them to concentrate for 5 minutes and 30 seconds. And of course, it's just different for different people. For those who have meditated before, maybe it's easier, but for many people, it's not easy to focus entirely for 5 minutes and 30 seconds. And so could you please share with us your secret on as a meditator, right? Like how would you advise people to prepare themselves to receive energy well?
Yeah. So, like people, when I practice, it's difficult to put your mind focus 5 minutes and 30 seconds. So sometimes I feel good. I feel very good. Sometimes I feel, okay. So I realize that, how much energy we get, it depends on how much time we focus. And then, relate to the meditation. So for the last few days, I experienced that. So every day when I have time, I sit and I set the alarm that 5 minutes and 30 seconds, and I just observe my breath. To tame your mind.
Yes.
To tame your mind, that you focus on the breath, breathe in and breathe out. And first, maybe for 2 minutes, and your mind also wander, and then you get it back to your breath. And then the day before yesterday, I found it's great. It was great because I can focus 5 minutes and 30 seconds, and I feel the full energy to the body. And then I feel warm from my face to until the feet. And also one technique I can share with you.
Yes.
You can mindful walking. You also set, for your mind to get used with 5 minutes and 30 seconds. And you walk, one step we breathe in and one step we breathe out. We just focus on your steps. And also it helps your mind have a routine that 5 minutes and 30 seconds that we can focus.
That's great. That's wonderful. Thank you very much for sharing. So audience, so before, for those who have difficulty focusing for 5 minutes and 30 seconds during energy, and so therefore could not receive the full benefits of energy, we yesterday discussed, and we think that maybe it's beneficial that you also get some groundwork, do some groundwork to prepare for energy. So that is to train your mind to be in the present. And in today's science, we call that mindfulness meditation. So that is a technique to train your mind to stay in the present. And so that, for Ms. Lang, for example, she would focus on the breath, and she would time it exactly for 5. She would train herself for every interval of training for mindfulness training. She would time it exactly the same time as energy. So that is 5 minutes and 30 seconds. So that's when she moved over to energy, that would sink in kind of naturally. And so that's very smart of you. Thank you very much, Ms. Lang. So for 5 minutes and 30 seconds, just sit and observe your breath. So with the purpose of bring your mind to be in the present. And sometimes the mind would wander, it would start to wander, you notice of that, and then you remind yourself and bring it back to the breath and bring it back to the present. And so you can do many of those mini sessions of training. And I'm sure that if you keep doing it, training your mind over time, it will become sort of, we call it more calm, more quiet, clearer, less cluttered with thinking. And so therefore that is a very fertile soil for you to receive the wonderful energy. So that's wonderful. And yesterday we also shared, and for those who have difficulty, and of not just future students, but also those who have taken class 1 and 2, and you still are struggling or having difficulty with focusing, and so therefore haven't received the full benefits, please text us or contact us, because we are going to get a group. We're going to gather people who have similar challenges, and we're going to do like what we call extra lesson with you. So that to help you to be more trained in mindfulness, so that you can receive energy better. So please watch out for that, those who are in need of this technique. Okay, thank you very much, Ms. Lang. So we have about 3 more minutes and before we switch over to Mr. Lee's transmission. But yes, I can see that you want to say something else. Please go ahead, Ms. Lang. Yes.
Yeah. So one more secret for me, I think it's very successful for me. So I can share if you can try that. Usually when we practice, we just focus on what we don't have, but we don't focus on what we already have, that the NLG give us. We don't notice about that. So like something very small, like the eyesight, like I said, the goosebump gone, we just focus on what we don't have. But now instead of this, we focus on what we have, and we send the gratitude to NLG. So before we start the formula, and
great.
Yeah, and during practice, we just say gratefulness to the NLG, to the stem cell, help us to heal even the trivial problems. So I think it works well in mine. So I would like to share. Yeah,
that's wonderful. That's awesome, Ms. Lang, because I think that's very important. And I think it kind of worked for me in the past as well, when because the practice itself, if you pay gratitude to the practice, to what you are doing with yourself, and that surely has some impact on the practice itself. And so the moment, as what you just said right now, when you pay gratitude to the universe for this energy before the practice, you are setting yourself in the right kind of space to receive the energy. And the energy will also, I think, this is what I think, also support you more when you do this kind of ritual before you practice, right?
Yeah,
that's great. Yeah, that's wonderful. I think that's a very good tip. Yes.
Yeah.
So before practice, appreciate and be grateful and pray the gratitude to energy.
Yes.
It's like an invitation, right? It's just like a guest, right? If you welcome the guests and you appreciate them and you can say thank you to them, and they are more likely to walk into your house. And so I think that's the same logic for energy here. Before you practice, you say thank you to it. You're thankful, and you do your gratitude. Yes. So, okay, that's wonderful. So let me. So we are still okay. And what you just said a little bit more here before we're going to switch over is that because when we practice, some people will feel warm, but some people will have the energy will work out differently, different ways in different people. And so pay attention to those little changes. and appreciate those little changes, as opposed to focus on the negative things like, oh, I don't feel the warmth. Pay attention to those positive little changes in your body and your life, and focus more on that, and the more positive changes will come.
Yeah. And then you can feel, after that you feel warm. I feel warm.
Okay.
But, sometimes something we expect it don't happen.
Yes.
And if we don't expect it happen.
Well, wonderful. So we're now switching over to receive the energy now. Thank you very much, Ms. Lang. So it's time for us to receive the energy. So just sit back, relax, and focus on the forehead of Mr. Lee.
Đạo đức và 5 yếu tố tình thương. NLG hoạt động công khai.
Trong sự kiện hợp nhất tình thương kiến tạo hạnh phúc của NLG Trống Đồng Việt Nam, mời quý cô bác anh chị
đón nhận những năng lượng an lành từ chú Phúc. Khi chú Phúc nói bắt đầu, quý cô bác anh chị nhìn vào trán của chú Phúc, hình dung nhận năng lượng từ trán của chú vào trán của quý cô bác anh chị, và để năng lượng tự lan tỏa cho đến khi chú Phúc thông báo hết giờ.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to our NLG live stream. Mr. Lee would like to send the NLG energy to the beloved audience. When he says start, please look into the middle of his forehead and imagine you are receiving NLG into your forehead. Then just relax and let this loving energy absorb to your body for 5 minutes and 30 seconds until Mr. Lee says done.
Dạ rồi, mà tất cả cô bác anh chị cùng đến với chú Phúc nha. Dạ, con mời chú ạ.
Xin chào tất cả anh chị em. Và bây giờ thời gian của chúng ta đã đến để đón nhận phần năng lượng. Chú mời tất cả anh chị em nhé. Chào chị Hải nha. Và bây giờ chúng ta bắt đầu.
Dạ, giờ chú mở mic cùng con nha.
Rồi, bây giờ cũng như thường lệ, chú sẽ trả lời một số những kênh câu hỏi mà anh chị em quan tâm.
Okay, hello and welcome back, everyone. Yes, hello and welcome back, everyone. So I hope you have received the energy just now from Mr. Lee, and welcome back to our interview with Ms. Lang. So Ms. Lang, as she shared at the beginning of the interview, that she was quite healthy before she came to energy. In fact, when she went to the doctor couldn't find anything wrong with her. But thanks to her sister-in-law, who actually introduced back energy to her, she started, tuning in and take the lesson, and she could see the wonderful impact that energy has on her. So she could sleep better, she feel happier. Her relationship with her husband is better or more joyful now. And she could see the impact not just on herself, but also on her friends and the couples as well. And Ms. Lang, as a teacher, I think it's great that she could share with us the tips. And right, exactly, as a teacher, she has tips for us how to practice energy. And so that is number one, is to train your mind with mindfulness meditation in order to be able to receive energy to the fullest potential. Number two is to express your gratitude before you start the practice. And number three is to focus on the positive changes in your life, when you practice energy, so that you are welcoming more of those changes. Yes. And so I think those wonderful tips, and I would love to bring back Ms. Lang to the audience and for her to share the final thoughts before we are going to conclude today's live stream. So welcome back, Ms. Lang. Thank you very much for your sharing.
Hello again.
Hello again. And so we are coming up to the final moments of the live stream today. Would you like to share, or if there's any burning questions or comments or desire or wishes that you would like to share with the audience today, or anything you'd like to share?
Yeah. So, when I come to energy, I also have intention that one day I want to spread the value of energy to people more and more. And my vision that in the future, if everybody can practice energy, so that we also practice the 5 forms of love, so that we have love energy, and we send the love energy to the universe, and one day the virus, I think the virus also eats our energy. So if we can send them the love energy, maybe they will be transformed. If they don't disappear, they will be transformed into the a kind
of loving virus.
Yeah, the loving virus. Yeah, that people don't they don't have to suffer from illness, because if you have a love energy, you have a calm mind. So you don't get dizzy, I'm sure. And that's why I want to, instead of healing people physically, I want to help them with the mental problem. Every day when, people have problem, they talk to me. So I want to help. Yeah. And this is my vision. You imagine, one day, if everybody practice NLG, so the whole world, just like how's life, just like we live in the heaven, everybody have the same energy. So the hatred, the anger gone, the people live harmony. So that's my vision, my intention. So yeah,
that's great.
Yeah, before beside that, the energy is not heal just the sickness, but they can, improve, like you say, the quality of life. Like I said, that it's the most important for the couple.
Couple therapy.
Yes, yeah.
Energy. Yes.
Yes, and because the love energy, I've known that it is the most powerful energy in our universe, and it can heal any problems, I think. And to get the practice more effective, so we keep practice. We have a strong belief, and as gratitude first. Appreciate to Mr. Phúc and appreciate the energy, gratitude for everybody who helped us, and keep practice daily, regularly, without a gap, and with the honor. With the honor also very important. So, and one day you just just little by little, and one day you feel your life change, and yeah, you don't know. We never know.
Wonderful. Thank you very much, Ms. Lang. And your vision is also the shared vision that we have here at Energy, is that one day everyone on the planet will be able to practice this, and we together co-create what we call heaven on earth. So I hope that that dream will be realized very soon. So that, yes, and I'm sure that you will be a very important factor in that whole picture. As we said that we just talked a little bit before, you are going to start what we call Vung Tau City chapter, right? So we've seen that there are many practitioners in Vung Tau right now, and it's great for the community to come together and share and support each other, and keep spreading the love and energy to the people in the community and in the city. So it's a call for those who are living in Vung Tau. Please contact Ms. Lang, or you can also contact me. Transfer the contact to her, and because we have spoken to quite guests from Vung Tau already, and we hope that Vung Tau will be the role model for all of the cities in the world, actually.
Yeah, we hope so.
Of how practitioners of energy can really transform their community with the love and their dedication and their commitment to realizing the dream and making the dream come true. Thank you very much, Ms. Lang, for your wonderful sharing today. And thank you very much, all of you who are watching. It's Monday morning, and so I really appreciate and very thankful for you for your watching today's live stream. And I hope it has brought some insights and helpful tips to you, which will help you to benefit further from the practice. And once again, on behalf of Energy team, thank you very much, all of you who are watching, and great love to all of you from Energy and from Vietnam. Thank you very much, and goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Thank you.
Bye.